Shema, you share parts of yourself, and people love that you do. You are everyone's mother, grandmother, friend when they need. You share openly, bare your soul with no fear of it being naked. It's not in a way to fill a silence in the room. Silence is welcomed. Silence is your friend. You want to share your stories, your parables, your words, your love.
Cut. I didn't like that. Okay. So just start anytime. Lini Wilkins Diné. Diné. Now that I'm in my 6th decade of life, I think I've sort of found what I was meant to be. Reconnecting with the small person in me. Because I remember my grandmother telling me, leave her alone. She knows exactly what she wants to do. That was the case before 6, before boarding school. It just suppressed that young person that really knew exactly what she wanted to do. And it took 4 decades to find her again after a couple of changes in my life, a divorce, colon cancer, and then an empty nest. And there I was, what am I going to do? And that she emerged, says, we're a writer, we're a storyteller. Don't rub on tree barks. Shush, Liad. You're growing hair on your elbows. Little brother thinks it's cool. Little sister said it's gross. When it comes in, my son rolls in.
I see you're
still climbing trees. She reminds her of the age-old traditional decrees to love all living things on the earth. Shatsu, I remind you of that faithful oath. Means promise. When you make a promise, oath. When you says don't rub against a tree, that means you just respect the plants. You respect the trees. I had always promised my grandmother I was going to write the parables. Parables are little sentences that teach us about relationship with ourselves, how to take care of ourselves, how to be there for ourselves, how to love ourselves, and then relationship to others.
The words flow from inside you, passed down by your grandmother, our ancestors, our people. You want to share them with those that need them, and the world does need them. You want to pass them down to your grandkids, their children, and their children, as children are our future. Every child is your child. Every living entity is your relative. Shema, you share to relate to all, as you are the embodiment of love.
Going through boarding school, a lot of my people that have gone through it in history, it's hard to undo the layers of all of being suppressed, of your talents being suppressed, your gifts, your language, your custom. It's hard to emerge out of that. And that's what I continue to do that. That emerging, that unfolding, and the parables is just a gratifying way for me. My writing is a gratifying way that is happening. There goes the tree. Oh, there it is. It's flowering. Okay, Libby, let's see if you can get a different one. Oh, Libby, what would you do if you had long hair growing from your elbows? What would you do?
Cut it off.
Oh, you won't leave it? You don't want to leave it? An indigenous way of thinking is that you have to be a good relative. And my storytelling is about that. How to be a good relative through the stories that I write, through the screenplays that I write, through the children books that will come.
You share to create hojo, growth, change. Shema, you share yourself, and all who relate to you will leave this world a better relative.
Yeah. Oh. I remember when my grandmother was ready to transition. She was in her bed and everybody was visiting, and she's 104. And she looks at me and she goes, "This is coming from a woman who, in my opinion, has accomplished so much. Medicine woman for 50 years, just helped so many people." And she looks at me and she goes, I didn't even hardly do enough. I could have done so much more." Which basically she's saying there's so much in the universe for us to do. Why limit ourselves? Why stop? We got to keep relating, is what she was saying. That's it.
Cut.